Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today, taking a trip much shorter than the last couple of weeks, taking a trip from here in Newquay, Cornwall to Glasgow. So it's around 1 hour and 30 or so in the air today, flying the Airbus A320neo, so an aircraft that we've also got quite good coverage of. And yeah, should be a rather good trip overall. If you just arrived, thank you very much, we'll deal with that in a second. So, as always, jump to the cockpit, set the aircraft up, process for our flights, and hopefully be airborne in just a couple of minutes. But like I say, making things much shorter than what we've been doing the last couple of weeks. Right, well, might as well do a fuel truck here. It's arrived, I just realised I'm not set up the tablet either. So I can set this all up. Problem with doing things last minute, you're not quite ready for it all, so let me put in the company. Go. Off. Right. So, let's import the flight plan. Still going. So, fuel required today. Dispatch, load sheet, fuel. We need 14,824 pounds of fuel. 14,824. 11, 13, 14.2. So, 35%, 14.7, 36%. 14.1. That will do. Yeah, that's not sure if the fuel yet, these don't quite work yet, but it's slowly growing, slowly expanding. The A320neo just slowly in the aeroplane. Right, overhead panel, we'll turn on the power up, set all three aiders to nav, batteries on, we've got fuel in the aircraft, fuel pumps on. And on the emergency lights, cruise supply active, anti-ice will leave, we'll turn them off, don't really need them for now. And yeah, overhead panel is almost done, sorry. Nav lights on, strobe automatic, that's the C-bus on, no smoking on. Overhead panel, sets the FMGC. Initialization, and departure airport is Echo Golf Hotel Quebec. Arrival airport is going to be Echo Golf Papa Foxtrot. Now this is a flight that easyJet don't yet do. It's currently in like early level kind of planning, but Newquay to Glasgow is going to be a flight from this summer, so it's a new flight that easyJet are doing, and one that should be rather interesting. So we'll test out at Cornwall, so it's quite a scenic departure. Hopefully we'll be pretty fun at that. That number is U2582. Cost next is going to be 39. And a cruising flights level of 290, flight level 290, 29,000 feet. You will align the IRS, the minutes, jump to the second page, pour the 0 in center of gravity, and the block fuel on board is 6.7. Right, that's all done. Let's start loading the passengers, shall we? Slightly, well, it's kind of cloudy, but it's not a particularly bad day today. Wind's looking quite light. We'll have to the meter later, and we'll see how that sounds. So, flying from Newquay to Glasgow, U2582, 29,000 feet, put 1 hour and 10 on the clock, with departure time of around 4:15. That puts us at 25 minutes? Yes, 25 minutes. A320neo with 171 people on board. No Wi-Fi, no entertainment, no body music. We have got a safe briefing for easyJet, so we'll use that. Yet, we do get snacks, we don't get a meal service, and with that, let's start boarding, shall we? Turn up the bright all displays. And let's plug in our flight plan. It's not a particularly massive flight plan today, should take us a couple of moments to get that all plugged in. We'll probably spend a bit of time on the ground looking around, using a freeware scenery for Newquay. Then for Glasgow, we have got the UK2000 scenery, so we have got the proper payware over there. Up. Brightness goes up. Right, flight plan. First waypoint, we are flying to Exmoor. That one, from Exmoor, we fly the November 864 to Knit on. Papa 17 to knock in. Papa 16 to rebel. Our flight plan is complete, so it's not quite a direct flight to Glasgow. I think we do go. We avoid Wales, kind of. Actually, I take that back. We go on the English-Welsh border, head around Manchester, Liverpool, and then head up to Glasgow. So it's not so much direct route of the water. We do stick to UK airspace for this trip. Flying from England up to Scotland today. My plan's complete. We'll greet the passengers and then we'll connect to, I think it's centre online right now. So get centre, get our clearance for flight plan and get that all done. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Welcome aboard this easyJet flights 582 from here in Newquay to Glasgow. Slightly cloudy departure today, but things should start to clear up as we head our way up north to Glasgow. It's a 1 hour and 10 minute odd flight today, so nice and quick as well, and we'll hopefully be airborne in just a couple of minutes. Any questions today, see the cabin crew on board. Otherwise, sit back, relax, and enjoy flights with easyJet today. There you go, PACX. What's that? Also turn on the seatbelt side, make sure passengers are all that sorted. May put a little bit of backlighting on for the sake of the cloud overhead. It's a bit of overcast, does make it a little bit difficult to see in the cabin, but sorry, on cockpit, but it's not too bad, nothing you can't really deal with. Right, so let's listen to ATIS first. Let's listen to ATIS, and then we will have a listen to the departure. So let's get that going, shall we? That's Echo Golf Hotel Quebec.
Winds 360 at 9 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers. Temperature 5 degrees Celsius. Dew point -1 degree Celsius. Altimeter 1026. Broken layer at 3,100 feet.
1026.
Winds 360 at 9 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers. Temperature 5 degrees.
Yes, it's not too bad moments. Plus 10 visibility. QNH 1026, sorry. Temperature 5 centigrades. Dew point -1. So we'll plug that into our performance now. It gives them 2 seconds, it's just frozen. As always, appreciated from Flight Sim. There you go to performance. In fact, we need to put our runways, don't we? So on paper, we are using runway 30 for departure, and there's no SID. We're flying direct to our first waypoint. If no SID's available, insert that. Get the flight plan. It's pretty much just straight departure out, isn't it? Answer is yes. Let's kind of head over the water, make a right, and immediately to our first waypoints. Perfect. Performance using 1 flap to take off. Flex temp is 70, and our takeoff speeds are V1, 124, 125, and 129. This is an altitude at 6,000. London Centre frequency. We now need to contact 132605.
Overhead bin is full after you put your carry-on inside of it. Please close the bin as a courtesy to other passengers. Once all your items are put away, please clear the aisle.
And that will let the cabin crew do their talking. IRS lands in 2 minutes.
You have approximately 43 miles
the
to
APU.
touchdown.
The aircraft now.
Descent flight over 5,000 feet, QNH 1025, 46 approximate mile for touchdown, KLM 2552.
Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that once you depart,
Good afternoon, listeners. This is Easy 582 at Newquay, requesting IFR clearance to Glasgow.
GD 582, line control, hello. Follow standard noise abatement procedure, runway 30. Climbing initially to altitude 4,000 feet, squawk 4361.
Follow the standard departure from runway 30 at Newquay. Initial climb 4,000, QNH, Squawking, sorry, 4361 for EZ582. Gosh, that was a mouthful for me today.
582, the reback correct.
4361. I don't know what went wrong with me there. Saying the wrong thing over and over again. I'm a bit better than that. Probably just tired from all the long flying I've done recently. Probably just a bit tired. Right, so we're now done for the cockpit setup. We're just waiting for the IRS to align. That will be done in a couple of
Delta 3, Lima
seconds.
X-ray, Brussels control is offline, radar service terminated, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
Inside, Team Mike, say goodbye.
It's a very small
KLM
episode of Newquay.
2552, turn left
We are
heading
very
210
cramped in
degrees.
this gates right now. Your ground services
Turn
are
left
just
heading
about
210 degrees,
together.
KLM 55.
easyJet just to our
Bazooka
right over there.
114 Charlie, contact Harwarden approach from 20
Since you'll see the
55.
town of Newquay itself. Been to Newquay, went there a couple of years ago. It's a very peaceful little town, I must say. Over there you've got a few aircraft in storage, so those are aircraft launched to the airport, both in storage, both, well, 10,000 retired, 737 just storage.
By Juliet 1, clear takeoff from 23 right, set at 29 degrees 8 knots.
Clear for takeoff from 823 right, Swiss 38 on.
Just in the final stage for any aircraft, hopefully
Runway
everyone
control,
has a
hello,
couple of
03
minutes.
Golf Tango,
I've got
inbound,
passengers here,
hello,
mate. Let's see if there's any names you
Kilo
recognise on
Echo
board the aircraft today. Any
for
people
flight level
we
6,000.
may know.
Just confirm the call sign was the speedboat.
Nobody yet. We're on some boarding, from 171 people on board today. It's not a full
So
aircraft.
yeah, 3 Papa Tango.
3 Papa Tango, long control, hello, climb now, flight level 150.
Right, nobody I recognise
150,
yet.
3 Papa Tango.
Who's on the chat? We'll spot someone.
Austin 171 was expected of service for about 10 minutes. 111, that's fine, report back. Austin 171,
Nobody I recognise today.
Reporting back, thank you.
RS is aligned, that's looking good. We will activate the APU now by turning on the APU bleed, give it a few seconds to power through the aircraft systems, and turn off the external power. Wait for that bleed sound. There we go. Power off. And trim was 4,000, so actually we'll set that to 4,000 feet for initial, given us by centre.
KLM 2552, descent altitude 4,000 feet on that heading, cleared RLF approach from 23 right.
Almost done.
Descent 4,000 feet.
Right, it's fine, cleared that. That's all set, that's all set.
Sorry.
Good. So like I say, we're just waiting for the
runway.
passenger board. As soon as we've done that, we can start our push back from gates. The other passengers is, what's it called? PACX. TFDi design PACX.
Speedboat 3 Papa Tango, fly heading 0.
Right, passengers boarded.
Correction.
And is seated.
Fly radar.
Two function missions right, so flight director set, QNH set, altitude set,
100 degrees, 3 Papa Tango.
all set, on the
You
APU,
can climb flight level
fast
290.
ground, we'll turn on the beacon lights,
King on
we'll
3
to
Papa Tango.
push back from gates, request push starts, and then we'll get ourselves over to the runway. EZ582 is ready for push and start.
303 Papa Tango.
100 degrees.
100 degrees, 3 Papa Tango.
I'm over blocks that one there. EZ582 is ready for push and start.
EZ582, roger. The local QNH I have is 1026, your push and start is approved.
Connection 1026, push and start approved for EZ582. Right, let's do this, shall we? Might turn the brightness a little bit more.
London
Since
control,
it's getting a bit brighter now.
Will establish
Open out the cloud slightly.
right.
KLM 2552, roger. Continue your approach. There will be one aircraft to the
Pushback zoom open, and let's get going, shall we? Runway 30.
290 degrees 8.
We need to push back facing south.
Continue to approach, KLM 2552.
Ground from flight deck.
381, climb
Request
now, flight level
pushback.
290.
Pushback request confirmed.
Climb flight level 290, straight on.
Eurotransfer 336, Scottish sector offline, monitor Unicom
Type connects.
122.8, bye-bye.
Unicom 122.8, Eurotransfer 336, thanks for the service.
I'll turn down IVAO if it's a bit too loud for you.
You have 55
That's a
miles
bit more,
down, descent to altitude 6,000
bit better.
feet, QNH 1025.
Aircraft nose. Here we go. Ground from flight deck.
Ground here, departure checks completed, doors and hatches closed, bypass pin inserted, so please release parking brakes.
Brakes released.
Okay, pushback begins.
Under control, very good evening, Air Force 31 Hotel at passing 130.
Portuguese Air Force 31 Hotel, London Control, hello, climb now flight level 310.
310, Air Force Portuguese 31.
We now ask for your attention while we take you through the
You may begin starting the engines, Captain.
A safety card is in your seat pocket.
Turn facing south.
Oxygen mask.
I will turn by 90 degrees and bring you on a southern course.
67 nautical miles away from Cornwall.
Epic 104, London Control, hello, continue, flight level 4...
Stop pushback.
Please be aware that your nearest
Stop pushback.
Fine. Tell when the parking brakes are set.
Brakes set.
Perfect. I'll let you go now. Have a nice flight.
adjusted and released.
Alright, so pushback from gates now.
It must be fastened when the seatbelt
Engine
signs
2
are
slow
on.
start, so you can do it in engine 1 in a moment.
At all times.
As soon as engine 1 is stable, we'll also do our
Supply fails,
engine
fast
sorry, our
from the
flight control checks, make sure things are running as active and standard, and then we make our way to the runway.
Put the mask over your nose.
Very short. So the short flight today, 1 hour and 10 minutes. As always, try and get a bit of time in the air. This price is even a sub-hour flight, 50 minutes or so.
Mask before helmet.
Rock 233, climb flight level 3 times close.
Take the life jacket from under your seat.
Climbing 350
Over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist. Click together.
Right, engine 1 stable, engine 2 start. Flight control check page.
Austin 171 back in cockpit.
Elevators
Copy.
oops, active.
If it fails,
Ailerons active.
stopping up, blow into the tube.
Skyline 2552, runway
Rudder
23 right, turn land,
active.
center 2290 degrees late.
Also carry
Brakes
protection
out.
for children.
Yeah, 29
Brakes retract. Brakes active, perfect.
225,
On speed
radar
brakes.
services terminated, throttles control is
Push
offline, one of the
the
units
brakes to
on
max. Max down
Come
1.
Have a great weekend. See you next time. Bye bye.
Now just wait for engine 1 to start and stabilise. As soon as it does, then make our way over to the runway.
Echo November, uniform is leaving now, Southampton VOR.
Echo November uniform, roger.
There you go, bleeds back online, engine 1 available. We'll turn off the ignition and off the APU. And let's request taxi, shall we?
3 Papa Tango, fly heading 090 degrees.
090 degrees, 03, Papa Tango.
Easy 582 is ready to taxi.
Crescent Easy 582, taxi holding point runway 30, report ready for departure.
Taxi holding points 304, Easy 582, we'll report ready for departure. Right, brakes released. Taxi lights on. Whoops, that seatbelt sign. Taxi lights, sorry. One of those days today, ain't it? Let's get going, shall we?
3 Alpha, London Control, hello, climb now, flight level 200.
Flight level 200, minus
519, contact thrust control, 5129.5.
So there's one more EasyJet. We're at London Airport. Yeah, or CEO. That's CEO, can tell by the smaller engines and odd
resume navigation
winglets.
direct to Alasa, which is Alpha Lima Alpha Sierra Alpha.
Resume navigation direct to Alpha, airplane 104.
German Air Force 519, contact thrust control, frequency 129.5. Thrust on 195, followed by
This is Microsoft Flight Simulator, Ninja. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Descend now to an altitude of 5,000 feet.
250 degrees, with a propeller full left, 5,000 feet.
ATC is a real person right now, so we're on the IVAO network.
Twist
So this is the
level 350.
AT you're hearing in the background right now.
Climb flight level 350, straight on.
I'll appreciate this. So all you've got to do is cabin check. Takeoff config sets. That's our pre-takeoff checklist is now complete.
Right, 73 Alpha, resume our navigation direct to Kennet.
Let's on the brake a little bit, so going a little fast right now. Not too much. It's a straight taxiway ahead of us, but not a problem. Departure will be approximately, well, it says 8 minutes at the bottom there. Can't imagine it being more than 2 or 3 minutes to take off.
Tango, resume our navigation direct to Conan.
Direct Conan, 3 Papa Tango.
That's it, 3 Papa Tango. Traffic information for you is dash 8 to your left, 9 o'clock, 7 miles, no factor now.
Roger, I'll look up.
Hello there, control. It's Easy 787 at Echo Golf Hotel, Quebec, requesting ISR clearance to Glasgow.
Easy 787, under control, hello, cleared to Glasgow, follow standard noise abatement.
I'll do a couple airport there, 787 easy.
Climb altitude 4,000 feet, squawk
We've got
43.
the fire training centre.
Follow standard procedure of runway 30 for the squawk 4363 and...
What's our overspeed taxi at all?
It's 787, just confirm as well out. Climb altitude 4,000
Sorry, is that
feet,
no? Sorry, over slash, sorry,
and if you climb 4,000...
It's a fast taxi, but not over speed.
787, reback correct. 3 Papa Tango, question 3 Papa Tango, Brussels control is offline, radar service terminated, on to Unicom, bye bye.
What's the Unicom, bye bye, see ya.
And Austrian 111, question 1111, radar
Offshore
service
is
terminated.
0.
Brussels control offline, on to Unicom, bye bye.
Do a quick final check of our aircraft systems, make sure everything is running as standard.
Austrian 111, Unicom 1 thanks, thanks for the service and have a nice evening, goodbye.
KLM 2552, contact Manchester ground, frequency is 121.
Looks good.
Oh, it's just literally logged off as I was saying it. Never mind, you can taxi to a stand of your choice for it to
So showing for a gap in chat now. As soon as there's a gap,
Contact
we'll
Manchester ground 121.850. Thank you for great service, sir. Have a good day. See you next time. Ciao.
Stand of your choice.
Easy 582, Honshore 30, requesting departure.
Easy 582, roger. The local wind 360 degrees, 9 knots, clear takeoff runway 30.
Clear takeoff, Easy 582. Right, and lights on. Runway, cabin crew, seats for departure please, seats for departure.
The Bournemouth wind 350 degrees, 6 knots, runway 02, you are clear to land.
Land runway 02, I confirm for uniform. London Center, you're moving from Alpha Lima at airport Manchester, runway 23 right, ready for departure.
You're going to 1 Alpha Lima, under control, hello, 23 right, clear takeoff, 7.290 degrees, 8 knots.
Enter runway.
23 right, you're moving from Alpha Lima. Sorry for the interruption earlier on.
Let's get going, shall we?
Portuguese Airport 360, contact breast control, frequency 129.5.
Flex.
119.5, Portuguese Airport 360.
Negative 129 it's the upper
80 knots.
sector 129.5.
100 knots. V1 rotates.
London, hello, Austrian 88,
to right, gear up.
410 inbound, Tango uniform.
Austrian 88, under control, hello, route direct to Kona.
100 degrees climb.
Direct Kona, Austrian 88.
Next stop, Glasgow. Into real Glasgow Airport, not Glasgow, Prestwick. Prestwick is the Ryanair choice. Glasgow Airport, that's up. Engine reduced to climb. Make a right hand turn now, get ourselves on to halfway.
Easy 582, thank you, identified deconfliction service. Climb now, flight level 160.
Flight level 160 for Easy 582.
And Easy 582, you are cleared to enter controlled airspace on track Exmoor, climbing flight level 160.
Cleared on track Exmoor and flight level 160 for easy582. Perfect. So,
with that 249, I just
make the heading for Exmoor.
3,000 feet.
We'll activate the anti-ice just in case the clouds do start to freeze the aircraft over.
Wing 1 Alpha Lima, airborne,
Very shortly, we'll get ourselves onto the flight plan.
Thank you, climb now, flight level
Brakes for tracks.
190.
Climb flight level 190, Wing 1 Alpha Lima.
The ND's like that.
With that 249, I turn left heading to correct
Let's
left
get
heading
onto
090 degrees, stay
horsepower,
left,
shall we?
runway 07.
It's to 16,000. Set, perfect. So nice and sad departure today. Looking nice and bright down below. Is that a little bright bit there meant to be kind of... Oh no, it's the coast. Just a very reflective coastline just below the clouds. So down to
Heading,
set.
so fly heading 090, steered and approach runway 07.
To be fair, the UK2000 sceneries, they're not new. They do have a lot of their old Microsoft Flight Sim FSX F2004 assets in use.
Control, good afternoon.
I don't know. I don't have any problems with the 2000s. Their Luton at least looks pretty good. Largely we'll see what we get there.
Climb now, flight level 180.
Climb now, flight level 180, level 12 hotel.
Right at 73 Alpha, climb
through
flight level
8,000.
320.
Sorry, 9,000. We're actually at 10,000. Then let's come off, and the aircraft will slow the rate of climb. So yes, it's climb rate of 4,000 about, but we have just departed. We're not very heavy today. We are running quite a light aircraft for this trip today. And yeah, we are still climbing out by 10,000. That will reduce now, down to 200, probably start going further still, as we limit our rate of climb.
Thank you, Echo uniform, Unix, fine.
Yeah, 012 Hotel, direct to Wellington.
Not cruising yet, Guy, now we've just taken off. We have just taken off. Yes, the Guy Sim Stansted I am definitely excited for. Haven't seen at Bristol yet, which I'm sure I have maybe, but yeah, sorry, part of the Pascal right, sorry, yeah, part of the Pascal I've seen for X-Plane and Peter in the past, so them I'm definitely looking at. Stansted Guy, of course, very excited for.
ED 582, radar control service, climb now, flight level 290, confirm your requested level for cruise.
Climb to 290 for easy 582. Right, up to 29,000.
582, roger. For the direction of flight, you need to be cruising at an even flight level. I can give you 300 or 280. What would you like?
We'll go for 300 easy 582.
Easy 582, thank you. Climb now, flight level 300.
Climb to level 300 for easy 582. Yeah, our flight plan's a bit awkward because it's an east to west flight plan, so he is right. It should be an even number rather than an odd number. But well, the latter of our flight, we then make a left-hand turn headed back to the west. It's kind of an awkward flight plan, that. From Rydale, we will need to descend or climb 1,000 feet, so that will decide on later. I use IVAO, Mad Pilots. I use IVAO. Right.
TV787 ready for taxi.
Fine away. Very quiet in the cabin. Turn off the seatbelt sign now, get passenger seats back. And yeah, let's sit back, relax, enjoy the flight as it is. I'm 21. If 7FM, I'm 21. Yeah, so it's quite cloudy down south of England at the moment, so there are a few empty, clear patches throughout. The weather in Glasgow again, quite similar, patchy clouds, but not too bad, not too bad. In fact, it's pretty out the flight plan.
Guide level 280,
There's your menu, weather request, send.
Yeah, you have. You're going to be maintaining 280 for your cruise.
Wait for the...
yeah, that's fine. 280, should have 12 hotel.
Got that, we'll then print it out, stick it in front of us, and the first time for us to flight perfect, message received,
250 descending for
print.
150 inbound.
Yeah, so you see, overcast the Newquay, heads up a bit over Glasgow, we've had 3,800, plus the visibility, 11 knot winds for 230. Let's check the runway we're landing at as well.
So at 1 Charlie arrival, runway 07 and descending to
23 as well at Glasgow, so
1
pretty much standard for us today.
Runway 09, not 070.
ATC coverage, we've got ATC up as far
Copy, runway
as
09,
Manchester.
706.
Right here we're going to be given to Unicom, unless Scott Control come online, that will be said later. And from Scott Control or Unicom we then fly up to Glasgow, where we've got both tower and ground online. So it's a bit slow for those guys on arrival. For now though, stick it on centre, London Centre will take us as far as, well, the English-Scottish border. I can adjust the ATC audio 2 seconds, sure. If it's a bit too loud for you guys, I can just mute it a little bit, make sure it's a bit quieter. Yes, so easyJet are opening both a Newquay to Manchester route and Newquay to Glasgow routes. Those are new routes starting this summer. That is, it's not even this summer, it's like in 2 or 3 weeks it starts. But it's a new route that easyJet starting, and for we'll do with the first one through that.
515, Roger Squawk 4055.
Flight from Skip Austin Martin, very nice Jarmo, hope you have good flights. We're now passing through level 255, 25,500. Almost at cruising now, 300. So far, so good. Honestly, thoughts about the Maker 321. I like it lots. It's an A321, it sounds good, it's an A320 cockpit. What more do you want? I've got no complaints with Maker A321. There's one person controlling all the way. Yeah, there's one person up on wind mirror as well, Jonathan. If there'll be too many people flying out of there today, but you do get controllers around this place on IVAO, especially around Europe. It's very busy. It's like this.
Clear takeoff runway 30 for easy 7876.
Yes, Airdrop CRJ comes out on the 16th, so it's only 9 days to go now to CRJ. 9 days to go for CRJ up, which I'm very excited for. I mean, we've all been following it for however long now, because it's always been like the first proper high fidelity jet airline we get for flight sim, and so with less than 10 days to go now, I think we can all be a little bit excited that it's now just around the corner. I'm not too bad, Plate Spotting, I'm not too bad. How you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to the chats. The A320neo does come with its own sounds, NV files. It does come with its own audio, so that's what I might be referring to there. Yes, it does come with its own sounds, the A320neo aircraft.
Stansted controlled airspace, routing orderly and overly active, and leaving of a
what the graphics of the FPS? I mean, it really depends how bad your FPS is, lots. But for me, I've kind of fine-tuned my settings that it runs rather stable, regardless of where we go. But of course, some settings are a bit heavier than others. It's really worth kind of playing around and adjusting it based on how your system's holding. You might hop on Glasgow grounds, no worries likes. Maybe talk to you later. Is there any 340? No, there's no 340 yet. It's going on for Microsoft Flight Sim. Not yet. PMG's 777, they're not coming anytime soon, Jarmo. The 737 they're releasing in Q3 of this year. 777, 747, there's no real release dates yet for that. Could be a couple of years since they're still, if they're doing it, they are going to do them, they have said they will do, but we don't quite know how far they've been developed, so it could be very early days, it could be quite soon, but don't hold your breath for it just yet. The 77 and 74 both really kind of unknown at this point.
15, read back correct report overhead, you're on the NVR team at the field at site.
We'll go by 15.
So far so good. A little bit of minor turbulence, nothing too problematic for us. We'll leave 6 on for now. We have a look at the cabin again. Yeah, it's all passengers seated. Everybody is rather satisfied, 96%. So far so good. Got a few passengers tired, some that are quite awake. Remember though, it's quite a short flight today from Newquay to Glasgow. It's about an hour or so from start to finish, so it's not going to be massive amount of time in the air. Yes, so we've also got the Quality Wing 787 on the way and the Whiskey Simulator 220. Both those, again, they don't have a release date yet, but I know Quality Wings is definitely pushing for a rather soon release. So, certainly Quality Wings, keep a close eye on.
Once we reach Ordway End, we'll right-hand orbit until further advised, budget 15.
Sound very good, yes. The PMG 737 definitely looking pretty good. Very excited to see that one release in a couple of months. What's the Band flight tonight like? So I know that it's currently the America Online Day in IVAO. Still a bit quiet at the moment, last I checked. But later on, South America, it is growing now. The Americas are definitely growing in ATC control, so a good chance we'll speak to someone out here tonight. Getting busier and busier now, so the answer is yes, if it gets busy.
Control your wings, 1 Alpha Lima, confirm flight level 290.
I'll have to do quite a short flight initially for now.
350.
ND11 is on the way, NV. Being
Wings,
developed by TFDi Design, so same people as PACX, so the passenger mods. They're also doing an MD11 for Flight Simulator, so that is on the way. They have confirmed it a little while ago. It would be nice if there was A320 compatibility. There's no need for compatibility mod, Jarmo, because me personally at least, I've managed to fly it with the A321 no problem. The A320X, I have no issues with those aircraft.
The 787, roger. Climb flight level 160, clear to enter controlled airspace on track X, more climbing flight level 160.
Cleared to on track Exmoor and climb to flight level 160 for EC787.
I think 104, Scottish sector offline, monitor Unicom 122, that's flight, bye-bye.
And just confirm what's that for?
Welcome dispatch. What's the program with the dispatch and map using earlier? Which one are you referring to, Ron? Which dispatch with map? Are you talking about the IVAO web? Are you talking about this one, perhaps? IVAO WebEye? Or is it a different mod you're referring to? Dispatch with map. Might be SimBrief. Maybe the IVAO WebEye. You have to be more specific in regards to what you spotted there. Yeah, the ND11 should be pretty good. It's a tri-jet. It's a cold classic tri-jet. But yeah, interesting how that all goes together.
Rimto 1 November arrival for Newcastle.
Yes, so you can see other plane deliveries on IVAO with Microsoft Flight Sim, Joe. So for example, at the start of the stream, you saw the easyJets at Gate of us at Newquay. So the answer is yes, IVAO does have proper model matching with proper gates colours as well.
Climbing flight level 390, speedbird 08 Tango.
The A320 does speed up during taxi after dark. I wouldn't sound controllably because that's how it works in real life, the A321. That's why in some cases the airlines will use single-engine taxi for the sake of keeping easy on the brakes. But the A320neo especially is known to do that because it's a light aircraft that has very powerful engines. As a result, even on idle power, it does start to roll. The TFDi on ND11 is for Microsoft Flight Sim, Jonathan. They confirmed that ages ago. It's going to be released for P3D and Microsoft Flight Simulator when it releases. Welcome, Callum, how are you doing? Welcome to Chats. How are you today? Living Glasgow, very nice game of Aiden, very nice. So the difference between DC-10 and the ND11 is that the DC-10 requires 3 pilots as part of its crew, while the ND11 only requires 2. The DC-10 has an electronic space just behind the captain, which requires a person to sit there all the time to monitor it. The ND11 has removed the flight engineer and has just 2 pilots and co-pilots.
Control good. Captain, away.
787 will do at some point, Ishii. I've done a lot of long-haul flights recently. I think I'd like to take a quick break from all the long-haul flights. I've done maybe one too many long-haul trips recently, but we'll do it again soon. We'll do a 787 flight soon. Don't you worry.
Think to 6-0 and something too far left.
Speed brakes should work in the A330 aviation. In the flights I've done this week with it, I've had no problem with speed brakes yet, so I'd say check your settings. Right now, aviation, we're just kind of flying on the English-Welsh border right now. English-Welsh border right in front of us. We have a look at Volanta. I'll check the map. Actually, you take that back, we're not quite on the border yet. The border comes later on. For now, you can see, like, that's what we line there, that's the border. So we do fly on the border later, but no, we're actually over Cardiff right now. We're a bit more west than I thought we were, so I thought we were kind of here. No, we're about here. We're over Wales now. Later, we fly on the border, and then over Liverpool, for our flight and approach into Glasgow.
And Ryanair 23 Tango, confirm your intention.
If I look at the right hand side now, okay, if it wasn't so cloudy, actually we may be able to get a view of Cardiff down below. Not really much of one, but
go around with the approaches, standard with the approach procedure, runway 04.
it's down there, Cardiff. It is down there. Any recommended liveries to go for 20? I mean, that's really whatever rounds you want, to be fair, Envy. A320 liveries are now so good in 4K, 8K colours that they are, yeah, they're all great. A330, I'd say, the version livery by a long stretch is great. Also, my Aer Lingus colours. A320, kind of, whatever you want. It's all very good. Whatever airlines you want. Then the map you pulled up, that was Volanta, Callium, that was Volanta.
Roger 15, just for information, we're just waiting for a couple of aircraft to get off the ground to Stansted and then you'll be cleared in. I'll let you know when we're running shortly.
Aircraft at Stansted, how busy is it? Oh yes, there are quite a few, there's a bit of traffic around Stansted today. Actually it's the, this guy over here, A330. What are they doing? They're doing SACs, aren't they? Yes. Stansted. Single waypoint to Bravo Kilo Yankee. They're just doing circuits right now. Behind us, got the other aircraft heading to Glasgow today. There's only one aircraft in the convoy today. EZ787. Also flying Newquay to Glasgow. I'll have a look at Beluga, Ryan. I'll definitely have a look at Beluga at some stage. It's definitely it's looking very good, I must admit. The guys behind it, Builds, have done a very good job of that for sure. Plus, it's an A330 cockpit, so very similar to get us into.
Swiss 381, contact press 129.5.
Press on 129.5, Swiss 381, thanks for the
hang on, what's this call sign? I'm sure I heard that as a Swiss 001 as a call sign. Not a relation, to the YouTuber. Yeah, Swiss 001, interesting. What even is the Swiss 001 route? Have a look. Google, what's the Swiss call sign? Oh, it's SWR
Control, good evening.
001.
Takeoff Foxtrot Bravo Delta, Southampton, requesting IFR clearance to Cardiff.
I don't think so. Yeah, it's not even the flight plan. Flight aware, that'll tell us. Flight aware.
Runway heading to altitude 4,000 feet.
WR 001. Swiss 1 is a route from Eins to Eins, so it's circuits. This is Swiss 001 apparently. Very interesting. Flown in and that was a real aircraft really.
Runway 02 in use.
Yeah, it's just a circuit flight. The BIE 146. Interesting.
Right, if you take a fast message.
This will be to land.
Your food's ready.
Oh, that's adorable. If you had the chat there between the Ryanair and Centre, that was very nice. Don't plan to crash garden data. I don't plan to crash today. Normally I'm pretty good at getting from A to B.
Atlantic 525 line control, hello, maintain. Level 350.
That's made my day for today, that's for sure. The fantastic conversation between the ground and to that. So far so good, 30,000 feet. We'll probably increase our cruise speed a little bit, just because, you know, get a bit earlier. Fox 310. ETA around 1704. That's no more than what? 34 minutes, 35 minutes to the arrival now.
London Control, hello, Lufthansa 3 Kilo, pass 3,300 feet, go to 6,000 feet.
No, Rion. Flex takeoff is flex. So if I look into the throttle now, this is Toga, this is flex, this is climb. Flex takeoff is set depending on the aircraft's speed requirements takeoff.
Heading 285 degrees, pushing Bravo 6 hold.
We're now flying to north of Cardiff, and at this point we are now flying along the English-Welsh border. Nothing but rural land down there. This guy's rural land. I think this is probably as good as you can get with flights. Absolutely pristine weather today. May get sunset on arrival. Not really sunset, but sun looks to be on the horizon.
Afternoon, direct. Actually. You can continue on your program?
Approach mode. Approach mode is used to guide the aircraft in on the glide slope and localizer. So localizer you use to get up onto the runway heading, point at the runway. The glide slope is what follows the pathway down to the ground. PushbackZoomer is a mod for FlyRound. It doesn't have a button to press, you just speak to the microphone, it automatically texts what you're saying. Reads the manual for that.
012 Hotel, descend flight level 100. Descend flight level 100, shuttle 12 Hotel.
We're now about a third of the way there. Third of the way there so far. Back onto Volanta, you can see the
thank you. Santa Tower 123,
heads. Yeah, I love the 3D view of Volanta. The 3D view, very good indeed. The aircraft is. Move around. Just shows a bit of depth with altitude on your map there.
Thanks. Good. Contact Santa Tower 123, decimal 805. Right, Lufthansa 3 Mike Kilo, climb now, flight level 290.
Yep, 99 satisfaction. Passengers are very happy today, which is pretty good. So far, so good. Yeah, so Volanta is a 3D tracking map apparent. You can spot us at cruise on there.
Thank you, bye.
Volanta used for on the as well. So I'm using the IVAO overlay for Volanta. Does come with Vatsim as well. In my case, for an IVAO, you've got the IVAO active there.
Bravo Delta, start approved, taxi runway 02, the Combination 1025.
Start approved, taxi 02, Combination 1025, Oscar Bravo Delta, thank you.
You can, Unknown Gaming, make sure you join in as an observer. So join as an observer, don't connect to ATC, and then you can fly the other aeroplanes, just not speak to anyone. So make sure you do it properly if you plan to do that. I wonder who that one passenger is, removing that 1%. Well, probably, this side's a bit orangier than the rest. Ron West, he's alright at the moment. Compared to everyone else's contents, happy. Mara's alright. Ron's alright. Kathy's contents. So, yeah, it's just those two I see at the moment. Yeah, Mara's alright. Smara and Ron, who've knocked that 1% off our satisfaction there. Everybody else keeps it up to 99. Lucky Nina there, entire row to herself. Also, Harry row to himself. Mid the airplane, doing their snack service. 40% way there at the moment. That should still increase as the aircraft goes out. If you're going to crash off the FHub flights, don't worry, Aviation for Everyone. If I could do a 9-hour flight while streaming with about 50 add-ons in the background doing their work as well, I'm sure people with half the load won't have any problems with that. You can use long-haul flight Microsoft Flight Sim. It's easy as long as I think it's your memory. As long as your memory can keep up, then Sim generally has no problems with long-haul flights. If your memory's a bit lackluster or a bit shaky, then maybe you have issues. That's why, for example, whenever I stream, I always restart my computer. Just before I start, I restart, make sure it's all fresh, and then jump into the sim. It's part of my my pre-stream checklist. Restart the PC and keep things going. Yes, James, departed from Newquay today. We've about 50 minutes now. Airborne for about 30 minutes. There's already a website for that, Joe. I mean, websites like flightsim.com and FS Elite will have news articles about upcoming airplanes, but there's no defined list of airplanes coming for flight sim. Does have a nice payware, James, but it has got a nice freeware scenery, Newquay, so I use the freeware scenery for that from FlightSim.2. Does look alright. Does look alright. Definitely worth a download. So there's an issue with the ATC there. I have to put you reaching back to frequency, so go back to quantity late, give it a few seconds, retune. That should fix the connection error. It's like Tower's having a bit of a problem at the moment. Quite fun that. We're about to fly over Haywarden, which is the location of the Beluga. There you can see it, Beluga 141 Charlie.
Readability 5 for EC787.
Perfect. Seems like that. The other teams picked up all the other voice.
I wonder if we spot them. Clouds clear up a bit. We'll look down, see if we try and spot the Beluga, that Haywarden. Oh, is it a training session that's cancelled? Right, okay. I mean, fair enough. If they're doing training sessions, that's a good way to kind of improve your ATC knowledge in flight sim. If anybody's around, wants to learn some training, jump into Stansted, do a bit of circuiting over there. Fair play to them.
Oscar, I can pass Bravo Delta, the surface wind, where is it? 050 degrees, 8 knots, 02, clear takeoff.
I did flight from Dubai to Frankfurt, flights in 5 minutes. Yes, I did flights from Abu Dhabi to Munich a couple of weeks ago, Jonathan. Oliver, yeah, did flights from Abu Dhabi to Munich a couple of weeks ago. I think it was about a 6-hour 10 flight. It's a good trip, that. Apart from desert, you end up in the middle of, well, German countryside. It's quite a transition, the route. And of course the mountains down in the Baltics, so it's a fun route, that.
To Hotel D10 Flight 90.
I don't flights from Heathrow to Reykjavik. Very nice. Guys saw me in a prop aircraft and stream. Interesting. I'll have a look on that later. Infinite Planes. Is it pronounced Harden? I thought it was... Is it? So. It's not... So it's not... Harden. Harden? I'll have to,
London Control, good.
Oh yeah, okay, I'll look into that. I always sure it was Haywarden, but if it's not, then... Oh, the more you know. I have to say, drone camper is a lot faster in this aeroplane. That's because it's 320. Much shorter, much narrower than the A330 been the last couple of days. It's nice to be back in something more nimble, a bit more small. As a result, not flying for another 8 hours in one hop again. Actually, it's a short trip. Nice little break.
Mike Kilo, climb flight level 290.
Looking at 45 minutes for arrival time now, although just under halfway there now. 45 minutes, now will definitely be cut down short.
Oscar Bravo Delta, identified altitude 4,000 feet, cleared on track direct to Cardiff. Climb now altitude -0.
Master Disney Adventures, I've got to choose on how to install IVAO. actually, just a microphone there. I've got to teach on how to install IVAO, but not yet how to do all the communications and comms. That I plan to do at some point soon, don't you worry. Should do flights from Gilgit to Islamabad. Maybe one day we'll see flies out. Somewhere down below should be the Airbus factory for Wales, just below somewhere to our left. Not too far from Chester, just outside the main city of that. You can spot Chester, you can spot the airport. The coastline. Ooh, hang on, if that's the coastline, then in actual fact it's directly below us.
Survival 642 requesting back to runway 09.
Survival 642, turn right, heading 060 degrees, descent to 2,000 feet, then approach runway 09.
Well, that's Chester down below.
Right 060, descending to 2,000 feet and cleared by the ILS runway 09. Survival
In
642.
view. I don't quite see it. There's the bay. That's Chester. Somewhere in that cloud cover right there, I'd say. Just underneath the left wing now.
Going 1 Alpha Lima, radar stand by.
Yeah, just underneath that cloud right there.
Unicom 122.5 for your holdings 1 Alpha Lima, thank you very much, goodbye.
London, hello again, Badger 15 is with you, just over at Campfield, VLP.
Badger 15, London, Roger, service.
Yeah, that's River Mersey down below.
Badger 15, take a basic outside, please.
Badger 15,
somewhere down below the cloud cover is going to be Liverpool.
Basic service outside, Badger 15.
Not sure, I'll look at the geography later. Not at all, actually. I don't get bored of the 320 at all. I prefer 737s, but it's the only short haul aircraft from flight sim at the moment, it's jetliner, so that's why I do it so much. Yes, easyJet Newquay. That is a thing, Minton. They do routes to Glasgow and routes to Manchester from Newquay. I play X-Plane on Borderless windowed, Chris. Borderless windowed, how you play X-Plane on. Yeah, Liverpool's my 9 o'clock. Liverpool's just down below. In John Lennon Airport, alongside the river down there. To be fair, it's the sun. The sun's behind us at the moment. As a result, there's no visibility of, well, 9 o'clock. Very.
That's a 3 Mike Kilo London radio check.
There is definitely glare going down there. Can't quite see the ground. No outrage. That's IVAO you can hear. Not that sim. That's IVAO you can hear.
Radio check. Now I can read to 5.
Perfect. Just wanted to double check for you.
Yep, very short flight today, John. Very short flight indeed. Something to relax a bit with all the long hauls we've done as of late.
Travel 28 Delta Whiskey on frequency.
Well, you've got no Shamrock 28 Delta Whiskey, yes, we are currently on frequency out to 4,000 feet from Parkway.
How are you now? Travel 28 Delta Whiskey, turn left heading 210 degrees, back to our left on 04.
210,
A couple of moments, we've got a left-hand turn. That points us towards Glasgow. Probably start putting in our destination data, so right now looking at a runway 23 approach by the Lanac 2 Alpha. Plug that in, minus 23, Lanac 2 Alpha.
Intentions for touch and go.
Doesn't seem to have one, apparently. There's the
standard approach procedure, runway 04.
I'm just looking at that. That's not quite what I want. Probably get away with flying from. Yeah, so we'll plug it in as we've got. In fact, let's have a quick look at the charts. Was it Echo, Golf, Papa Foxtrot? look at the charts here for the
Badger
arrivals.
15. Badger 15, we received our instructions. We're going to do another zone transit. Canfield,
what have we
we'll
got?
go Puckers this time.
Badger 15, Roger.
I've got nice and look at that.
Orbit overhead Canfield, and I'll get back to you.
Roger,
So we've got
Rick Canfield, orbit
Apple
overhead, Badger
approach,
15.
which is actually plenty good enough for us. There's Lanark, which we were looking at earlier. Iggy. Do you have an Apple One Golf, maybe? Have. How does that look? So I've inserted that. That looks alright actually.
Badger 15,
Change it via go.
Remain clear until advised, Badger 15.
Now that's bit there from Lanark.
Descent to altitude
And
2000.
you try and have Charlie India 2-3. But you can change that, perhaps. Let's fly in parallel to original, which is fine.
Climb now, flat level 350.
Climb
Car
over
is,
35,
yeah, so the other waypoints I can't imagine being too good. Apple is probably the best thing to do, so we'll accept that. That plan's been finalised now. Then it's just the approach there, so from Lanark I'll try and do a direct to Charlie India 2-3 and then forward glass low pin. That we can work with. Delete the user points. Can't get the user point, fair enough, so we'll just I'll direct as soon as we get to that point.
City 582, Scottish sector offline, 1 Unicom 122, that's all right, bye-bye.
Scottish offline, so 122 selects for easy 582. Thank you for the service and goodbye. Right, so back on Unicom now.
There's 141 chart.
Now on our own control for the rest of the flights. Flying from Manchester to Madrid in easyJets. If you're on the same network, you'd have passed you at Cardiff. Very nice. Hello there, Chris. How you doing? Welcome to Channel Chats. How are you today? How are you doing? Yeah, so far so good for my part. We've set our arrival up for landing now. All I've got left to do is start putting our top of descents. 300, 30,000 feet, 369, so it'll be 90 miles. Descent today, 90 miles. Green thing at the bottom of the screen, Joe, is PACX, TFDi design PACX. Welcome, FSM, how you doing? Got Channel Chats, how are you today? We're not too far now for top of descent, so in a couple of minutes, so I guess I was ready to drop down. ETA top screen still showing around 20-ish minutes for arrival. Actually 36. We're doing pretty fine at the moment. Minor rocking, minor shaking there. Nothing too much for seatbelts, I would say. Very little turbulence. Milan has a good approach as well. Do not see which Milan airports? Jonathan, Malpensa, Linate, or the not quite Milan Bergamo airports. Because Bergamo I quite like into the Alps. Bergamo is a very pretty airport to land at. PACX, that's the mod at the bottom of the screen. As passengers and crew, your aircrafts, is your full cabin. Look inside. I don't think I'm missing names today. No famous people on our flight today. I've not tried the Airbus helicopter mod, no, I haven't. I'm waiting for it to be a bit more... It's not really an issue with the aircraft, it's more an issue with the sim. Microsoft Flight Sim's not really geared towards helicopters yet, and so... Until the sim gets better at its dynamics, the helicopters looks alright, but I'm not really wanting to go back to my classic flight dynamics to use it. I'll wait for the sim to get better, and then I'll have a proper look at helicopters. Landing's in around 30 minutes. Finley, landing's around 30 minutes. PACX has more voices FS Sim. If I go to General, it has got male voice as well.
We hope you're enjoying your flight. We're making good progress here, and we're doing our best to get you in on time.
Got male voices. All that. We are using modded weather, because we're not using live weather, we're actually using Unreal weather today. The clouds, well, default, have got modified meter behind it. Get slightly below the base for WWS, just northeast. Sure, cheers for that, bus driver now. We'll keep that in mind for our descent. Not too far from that now, not too far until we hit TFDi. Decision height in the charts, Tom. Decision height will be included in the charts for the arrival. Flight time around 1 hour and 10 minutes. 1 hour and 10 minutes. There's no camera mod for that, Lawrence. There's no mod for that. It's all default in Flight Sim. You can change the camera positions around. Well, I'm loving the the flat cloud to our left. The sunlight's onto that. That looks very nice indeed. It's not such a windy approach, Adam. It's not gusting. It's 11 knots, 230. So compared to previous flights, that's actually quite light. But it's actually not super windy today. We're about to fly past each other. Your Easy 126. Let's have a look. You sure? Easy 126, where are you? I'm 582. There's no aircraft around us, apart from British Shuttle 12. What's that? Where are you? Was it Easy 126? Glasgow to Hamburg. I got miles to go. You love Unreal weather. For some reason the clouds cruise look flatter to me. So the clouds cruise are flatter, Andy, but it really comes down to the meter. So right now, as you see, the weather's kind of changed a bit. It's not really flat anymore. It's all bumpy and cloudy, I guess. It's all based on the meter. It's all based on the meter and how that looks in the sim. On the ND there slightly. So that top there is 80 miles. Top descent at 90. So basically, as soon as the airport appears on there, adds the slight deviations for the approach. They make our descent into the airports. Piece specs in the description. Plixto RL. We're running an i7 600 processor with 32 GB of RAM and a GTX 1660 graphics card. 6 flights on Saturday. It's quite a trip you got there, Philip. It's quite a trip you've got, so do enjoy it. Yeah, so Easy 787 is about 8 minutes behind us. We'll be landing around the time we get into gates. Sim gets well. Default weather is off of Blue Sky FS. The Unreal weather, I can't quite remember what source it is from. On the MCU with it. Not so, sorry. Options. AVWX. Unreal weather. AVWX is where I get this weather source from. Look at our arrival, shall we? So if I go to performance, go to approach. NH is 1024. Temperature is 8 degrees centigrade. It's actually warmer in Scotland than it is in Cornwall at the moment. Winds are 230 at 11 knots. Transition altitude will be 6,000. And decision height 750. Using flaps full for landing today. Approach speed 124, landing speed 119. All good to go. Yep, 530k at the moment, so we're very close to 8,000 subscribers. It's been an amazing journey. these last couple of months. It's been an absolutely amazing journey. Certainly not in a position I thought I'd ever be in, that's for sure. So again, a massive, massive thank you to everyone. It was, well, support channel through thick and thin, really. I think it's every minute I've got it set to Andy. I'd have to double check the config, but I think it's every minute. Every 3 minutes even, so 33, it's more every 6, yeah, 33, 39, 42, it's 1 minute to 45, so it's every 5 minutes or so. It changes from time to time, but every 5 minutes is kind of the average for it by looks things. You can save different viewpoints, Lorders. You can save them, Control-Alt number, and then use number to get back to them afterwards. It's all default camera in Sim. Mr. Fantasy, welcome. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to chats. Who are you? I'm Mr. Fantasy. Welcome, Lordress. So, there's a difference. You have, if I go back to performance, you have decision height and minimum descent altitude. Minimum descent altitude is what you'll generally use for manual landing aircraft. So when you turn off your pilot and fly it, at 750 I need to the airport, or we go around. Decision height is more for auto land and Cat 2 and 3 weather. So if it's low visibility and you're using the systems to guide you right to the very top of the airport, decision height is where you need to see the airport, and then, or you make an approach in and then you decide, do we continue or do we go around? Minimum descent altitude is for a full visual approach. Decision height is where you make a decision where it's slightly cloudier weather. Right now it's visibility plus 10 because at basically 4,000 feet. We'll be using the what's it called? We'll be using the descent altitude since it's relatively clear for landing. It's a printout file, so that printout there is of the weather, departure and arrival. The A320 you can print out on the sheets. I'm actually interested in that as well. If I go to say message, so this is INOP. If I print it, will it print it? No, it does not, so that's a shame. So that's basically used for CPDLC for contacting the ground using text with air traffic control. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be there. I'm not sure what we'll do at 30k subs, Kingslayer. Probably just do normal streams like normal. I'm not a massive person like 10,000 subs special kind of stuff like that. I just stream because I enjoy it. It's not a career, it's not really a end goal in life. Maybe 100k I'll do something special because that's a big number. 30k, life is average. That's 5% showers. We're going to down to 10,000. That's on IVAO quickly on Unicom that we're going to be passing through as well. Speed, we'll give back to control the aircraft. We'll let the airplane do everything for us. It's runway 30 via the Apple 1 Golf. Inbound from the south east. Transition 6,000. Leaving top of descent. Runway 30, perfect. So yeah, 1 million. Certainly not yet, Kingslayer. Certainly not yet. We did flights to Qatar on Friday. 57474 Gamer. We did flights on Friday to yes, Qatar, capital Doha. Then 2 weeks ago, we also did flights to Abu Dhabi, so we do them, don't you worry. So you're right, it's runway 23. I where I got 30 from. Me being idiots. Nice satisfaction, so passengers are still happy. Fortunately. Yes, so you're using the A320neo, my Disney Go. We are using the A320neo. This is the dev build of the aircraft, because the dev build also works with the A321, and the A330 add-ons with the compatibility mod. Probably not Amit, probably not 05, landing on runway 23, since the winds right now are 11 knots, pointing at 230. As a result, 23 is the runway in use at Glasgow. Make sure you've got the A320neo mod set up. Make sure you've got the A320neo mod. If you don't, then, well, download it. It's much better than default A320. No high, I would not recommend Airbus Studios. I would very much stick the middle finger to them. They are an absolute scam of a developer. I would not recommend anything they do. There's a mod, Brad, for the A330 A320neo. There's a mod on FlightControlReplay 2 that merges the two airplanes together. We're using a weather mod, Rosetta. We're using Unreal Weather today. A freeware weather mod flight sim. It's a bit fiddly to set up, but, well, clouds like this, can't really fault them, can you? Passing through 25,000, so far so good. And expected in about 23 minutes or so. No, there's no mod for the A321 because it doesn't require a mod. For some people it works fine, others it doesn't work at all. For me personally, it works absolutely fine, so there's no real kind of mod, there's no setup, there's no trick to it. It either works or it doesn't work. Custom preset height, using custom graphics settings. Never use presets. Presets are there to be simple. Tweak them one by one, get your frame rate up and looking good. That makes you run a lot smoother without the need to use presets. Yes, the Newquay A321 is the one that has the really nice engine sounds. Yes, that is correct. The A321 is not new, and it's been out for about 5-6 months now. It was one of the first add-ons that first came out for Microsoft Flight Sim. My first flight of it was doing a trip from Heathrow to Moscow in good old Orbit Airlines colours. I've not flown Jet 2, no I haven't, Charlie. Jet 2 is not someone I've flown with. Not sure what I've got tonight, Sir Dan. I think we're having something light tonight. So we're going to get to this waypoint. We're going to direct to Charlie India 23. In fact, I'll probably do that now. Charlie India 23 says direct. A little cautious about our distance. The aircraft, the fact it's now going to start very steep descent. Probably is going to realise that as well. I want to see about signs now. Not losing satisfaction, so passengers are alright with that. 30 miles or so, we need to drop down to an intercept altitude of... Find it. User, Charlie India is 3,000 I need to be at. 3,000. Yes, the 737, the PMG 737 will be coming out this year. Coming out Q3 this year. Yeah, the Breed Up 373, I do not recommend, Ghazi. Do not buy it. It's a cash grab, low quality, and not very good. Very unrealistic as well. There's a few decent pay-aware prop aircraft high, and next week the CRJ releases from Aerosoft. So the Aerosoft CRJ comes out in a week. That would be pretty good as well. Yes, PMG 737, Q3 2021 comes out. 5 nautical miles near of Caution Mountains. So we've always got terrain radar for that. And the terrain radar, let's see what that has to say about it. Make sure we've got tower frequency set up, so 118.05. It's not too bad for descent, just a bit high for where I want to be, but spiders and flaps will. Now that's to slow down. I'll have a look at the IndyBuilds Beluga. It definitely looks pretty good, that. IndyBuild's recent releases have been very good indeed. So definitely one to keep an eye out for. Released yesterday or the day before it released, so it's still so brand new. It's on the list, it is on the list, that's for sure. Yeah, he started like, right, it's on the anti-icing just because we're about to fly through cloud now. Don't want to get ourselves well, completely frozen for the approach in today. Speed brakes, a bit of speed braking out. Favourite livery would be that of Newquay, they're an Indonesian airline. And quite descent rates. We'll go for a more extended approach, I think. That's heading 020. Keep it down at 3,000, aircraft actually slow down. Very shortly pass through 10,000. Brakes retracts. Brakes to medium. Spoilers we will probably arm now, so I don't think we need them for the rest of the approach in. Worst case scenario, we can just reactivate them. Now it's just like they're updating, that's just how underall weather works in flight sim. Cabin crew, 10 minutes landing, 10 minutes. Terrain is simulated, bus driver. Terrain is simulated. It's steep enough or low enough for it to come into action. Make a right heading of 060. Yep, 2 feet below 10,000. Just past 10,000 now. Use a bit of speed brakes to help it. 250 coming into view now. And the lights sets. On the landing systems both left and right to get the replay mod open as well. Now starts a left-hand turn. Back track to the airport. Landing hopefully in just a couple of moments. Go with 320 initially. This is the dev version of the A320neo full flap. This is the dev version of the A320neo. Established 21 miles DME for runway 23. And slowly come back into view now. Probably even just do it this way around, so we'll go direct to Charlie India 23 again. the aircraft do all the work for us. In fact, I don't think it can do anyway. Fair enough. We'll just vector instead. And left, get ourselves onto an intercept for the glide slope, 280. Set the local altimeter, 1024. Into tower frequency and get ground on standby. Ground is 121.705. Perfect. There's the terrain. Be careful about. Localizer set. Definitely got a bit of ice on the aircraft there. Didn't make it through the clouds unscathed. Anti-ice comes off now since we have low cloud, and that shouldn't cause any problems with the aircraft anyway. Right, let's prepare ourselves for landing, shall we? Laps 1. One aircraft will slow down. Get on the UCAM there, perfect. It is a visual glitch, Avgi. The icing shouldn't be this severe. It's been an issue since the Sim first release, Microsoft Flight Sim, but something I haven't quite worked on yet. You are right, the icing should not be this severe. Runways in sight. Going for a minimal descent at this point until we get ourselves onto the glide slope. Runway is in sight, landing in just a couple of minutes. One level at 3000 now. Alongside done in Microsoft Flight Sim will probably be the trip I did from Frankfurt to Buenos Aires. It has about 14 hours start to finish. Frankfurt to Buenos Aires. Off the terrain radar now, so we don't really need it. Zoom into 10 miles on the ND. Just waiting for the altitude hit, and then we will bring it into land. Set the brakes, flaps 2, landing gear, so landing gear, cabin and flaps. Cabin we can check now. Cabin crew, seats for landing please, seats for landing. Now to activate the approach mode, contact tower, then they're established, and then bring the aircraft into land. Mode sets. And wait for the aircraft at altitude, there we go. Hello there, Glasgow Tower, this is Easy 582, inbound, runway 23, 8 miles DME, established for ILS.
Easy 582, Glasgow Tower, hello, runway 23, surface wind 230 degrees, 9 knots, clear to land.
Clear to land, Easy 582. And clearance received. 3. Live weather and live time today. Live weather and live time, since it's midday in the UK. $5 miles. We'll drop the landing gear. Down, laps 4. Gear down, 3 greens, flap set, brakes set, spoilers armed, cabin secure, laps 4, landing clearance received, pre-landing checklist complete. Let's do this, shall we? The 9 knot headwind, call it a crosswind if you want, but it's a headwind today. Nice and smooth touchdown. We're using Unreal weather, which is more realistic weather for flight sim. Live weather's alright, but the meter isn't up to date. This is realistic weather for Glasgow right now. Not even super standard runway there. I'm looking at the localizer there. It's not quite centered. We'll do that ourselves manually. 1000. Was quite tough. Let's press altitude set. Let's correct center line, shall we? The right.
582. You look a bit off to the right there, you gonna be okay?
Yeah, should be fine, easy 582. The right, I thought a bit to the left. Obviously, conflicting data there. Minimums. Notice that Cat 1 has sprung into life. The altitude. A very pretty approach to this, I must say. Very pretty indeed. First truss sets. knots. 60 knots, reverses cut. Runway to the left. 113 was it? Very nice.
582, welcome to Glasgow, left onto Golf, contact ground on 121.705, bye bye.
Left onto Golf, 121.705 for easy, 582, thank you very much, take care and goodbye.
And it's currently about 8 degrees Celsius.
Right, so we'll bring the aircraft down to very low speed. We'll tune in to ground. Get the ground charts up and as well. Left onto Golf. Let's get going, shall we? And lights off. Taxi lights set. APU start. Hello there, Belfast Glasgow grounds. This is Easy 582 requesting taxi to gate.
Easy 582 Glasgow ground. Hello, taxi stand 25 Golf and Mike.
Stand 25 like Golf and Mike for Easy 582. Thank you very much. So left on to Golf, immediately onto Mike, just in front of us, and 5-2 today. Turn the transponder off as well while we're at it. Q5, slowly. Flaps well, I should have fit to the flaps. Bit late there. Very close jet bridge, I must admit. Very close indeed. I'll go a little bit more forward and now bring it to a stop. Sets. Tell taxi lights, AP available, AP bleeds sets. Engines off. Got sign off. Gives us a few text updates. 1 hour and 9 minutes flight time today. 1 hour and 9, pretty much bang on the time then today. 1 hour 10. Wait for the N2 to drop below 18. As soon as it does that, beacon lights come off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Belfast. Local time right now is cancel that, we're not in Belfast, we're in Glasgow. I don't know why I said Belfast there, it's twice I've done that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Glasgow. The local time right now is approximately 23 past 5, temperature outside at a nice and warm 8 degrees centigrade. Clear skies, well, cloudy skies, but no rain at the very least. We are just connected to JetBridge now, getting on the aircraft in just a couple of moments, and we'll bring you into the terminal to set you on your way. We thank you for flying easyJet today, we wish you a safe journey, we hope to see you again in the very near future. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check. Is that JetBridge non-functional? Oh, just general. I'm trying to press the jetway button. It doesn't connect. If that's the case, then I am actually very disappointed in the scenery. Sure, well, we move slightly more forward, I guess, but I can't imagine JetBridge being static there in real life. I'll look into that a bit further. But if that's a static JetBridge, not impressed. Not impressed. We will first of all mute this moody person for random negativity. We will set the external power, stop recording the replay, and we will empty the aircraft out now. So menu, end flights. Right report, so UT582 A320neo from Newquay to Glasgow. 1 hour 9 minutes flight time today. 16 departure, we passed at 16:09. 17:25 planned arrival and at 17:19. 171 passenger aboard, 95% satisfaction. Landing rate at 114, block time 121. Soft landing, take around the airline, recommend you at work. We should have that shot of rum. Of course, the British tourists with the alcohol problem. I'll drop the flight report in chat, so if you want to look at more detail you can do so through that. Move short Firefox on the other window. Extends directly out. Oh, does it? Oh, okay. Oh, we have to look into more detail then. Is that really how it works in Glasgow? It's just a static bridge that extends forwards. That sounds a bit counterintuitive. Fair enough. Yeah, so I'll drop the flight report in chat in a second, waiting for it all to load. Disconnect from IVAO so that we can do the replay. There's your flight reports. Let's have a look at the landing, shall we? So, A320 load. How to find your gates, you either follow ground charts or follow the taxiway labels on the ground. It's all labelled at airports, and it will tell you where you need to go. Let the simulator load. We'll balance the GPWS since that always causes problems with replays. Quickly spawn ourselves onto the runway for sake of the autopilot alarm. Go. Ourselves onto the short final. Wait for a second. Let's see neural load. Press play. Aircraft now has flaps up and all that. Let's see how the landing went, shall we? Also, we might do one more flights later. It really depends on how busy the scenery gets. Well, the ATC gets in the US, because it's ATC Online Day in America on IVAO. Oh, thanks, Firefox. So ATC Online Day in America right now. It's getting busier and busier. So there's a good chance later on we'll do a flight in around the US. Short fine then. There's a little bit of rain at the moment. See a few raindrops on the window there.
1,000.
Over to the city. Short fine lint. It is possible next play, Nav Geek. It's Sam, I think you'd get. Not Sam. There is an add-on there which you can get explain jet bridges moving. Not quite sure the name of it. You're talking about the 787XC mod, Aviation, not XH. It's the XC mod. I do use it, although it has been discontinued now due to the SIM encryption and the quality wing 787 on the way. Looking at the left wing now. Short final length.
500.
Probably pretty standard weather for Belfast here. Glasgow here. I don't know why I keep saying Belfast. I don't know why I keep saying Belfast. I don't know why. It's
400.
something stuck in my head. I don't know what caused it. Maybe I flew to the wrong airport once upon a time. But I keep saying Glasgow because I'm an idiot. I'm saying Glasgow now because it's one of those days for me. It really is one of those days for me. My geography is non-existent.
200. 100.
Short final in over the runway.
30. 20. Retard. 5.
We're in touchdown. Ooh, interesting. There might have been a bounce there. I'll have to double check that on the external view replays. But I feel like there was a bounce there. I do feel like there was a bounce. Also, interesting raindrops for the passenger windows there, Microsoft Flight Sim. Have a look at the right hand side for landing now. So this guy's got the sun, it's a bit brighter on the right. We'll find in over Glasgow.
400. 300. 200.
I've seen the UK2000 Bright Store. I'm waiting for the other one to be released.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at potential bounce there on the external. Apart from that, not a bad landing overall. Yeah, what about Glasgow to Belfast next? Maybe we'll have to do that for our next trip. Oh, it's Belfast, that way. Surely I'll get it right. Short final in. Interesting glow around the airplane as well. That seems definitely have a bit of fun today.
100, 50, 40, 20, retard, 5.
Well, the replay seems a bit fast there, I'm just going to adjust it. That's better.
100,
Short final in.
50, 40,
Yeah, I'm fairly sure there is a bounce there.
20, retard,
Not a firm contact to the ground.
5.
We've got a bounce. I think we kind of just dropped the nose to organ. What's going on? I think the replay doesn't quite know how sloped runways work there, because that does not look... Yeah, I think the replay doesn't quite know. Even the replay's confused at the moment. Let's go to free or follow mode. Guess I was moving back a bit. Got ourselves at the end of the runway here. Let's have a look at the landing from the rear. Alright, there might have been a left gear, right gear. Different points of impact as well. Our aeroplane. There it is.
200.
We've done a couple of flights to Schiphol. Yes, Berend, we've done a couple of flights to Schiphol.
100.
I love the light on the runway though. It's a very nice effect.
30, 20, retard, 5.
Definitely a bounce. Definitely a bounce in there. Touchdown wasn't too bad. Touchdown wasn't too bad. We definitely had a bit of a knock on that landing. So, yeah, I guess it now brings us to the end of our flight for today. So that was Newquay, Cornwall to Glasgow. That was the Airbus A320neo in easyJet colours, and that was a trip across the UK domestic flying. We might do a stream today later on, as how busy the US airspace gets. If not, then thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for all the support this weekend. I'll be back again in the week for some more flight sim action. So we'll see how tonight goes. We may do a US flight to wait and see. You think the bounce was one of the glitches where the elephant was barrier for us to runway? Interesting. I'll look into it. I'll have to... I mean, I bought the scenery about 10 minutes before I started the stream, so this is the first time I'm actually looking at the scenery as well here at Glasgow, so... First time for everything. Right, thank you for watching. Take care, everyone, and I shall see you all in the very near future for more Microsoft Flight Simulator. Bye bye.